Out the door. This is the Morning Rush on Wkbn 27 First News.
New this morning, 2 people were shot on Youngstown's south side.
It happened just before 1 a.m. on Braden Street. Officers say 2 men were hurt. They're now in stable condition. Police don't have a suspect at this time. If you have any information, call YPD or Crime Stoppers.
Meantime, YPD is responding a lot to one gas station in particular, the Shell on Market Street. Officers went there more than 300 times last year. Police are now trying to come up with a plan to help.
New this morning, a woman on Youngstown's south side escaped a fire. It happened on East Boston Avenue. The home is now destroyed.
A major development project is coming to Lawrence County. Pittsburgh-based Bunting Incorporated is turning this building in Shenango Township into an aluminum extrusion mill. The project will add 75 jobs.
Today, the House of Representatives is set to pass a bill that would legalize marijuana nationwide. It's likely to pass along party lines, but still has some hurdles to pass in the Senate.
Former White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders spoke last night in Youngstown. It was for the Mahoning County GOP's Lincoln Day dinner.
Governor DeWine announced a $10 million investment to buy a forensic evidence machine called NIBIN. That technology matches the markings on bullets and shell casings from other crimes. Currently, Ohio has 7. The state bought 9 more to help solve more cases.
There's a push to get the Youngstown-Warren Regional Airport designated as a primary airport. Congressman Bill Johnson and Tim Ryan added an amendment to the FAA reauthorization bill. It would help with maintenance challenges.
A new WRTA project will make major changes to Market Street in Youngstown and Boardman. Upgrades are expected for bus stations, crosswalks, and bus routes. Market Street will also be reduced to 3 lanes. The plan is getting pushback from neighbors.
The Trumbull County Tourism Bureau is getting an $80,000 federal grant. That money will help find ways to boost tourism and create more jobs.
The Columbiana Cultural Collective will hold a ribbon-cutting celebration today at the Main Street Theater in Columbiana. There will be food, music, and a showing of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory at 8. The movie is pay what you can to watch.
Tonight, the Elm Road Triple Drive-In opens for the season. You'll be able to see a double feature with the first movie starting at 8:15.
Also today, the Golden Dawn is set to reopen in Youngstown. One of Youngstown's oldest bars and restaurants, the Golden Dawn, been closed for 5 years. A ribbon cutting takes place at 4 p.m.
You can get your COVID vaccine or booster today. There's a clinic at the Mahoning County Public Health Office in Austintown from 9 to noon. Appointments are required.
It's a much colder morning. We've got temperatures in the 30s to start the day, even some snow out there for your morning commute. We'll start with a look at the temperatures. 33 in Sharon, 34 in Salem, 36 in Lisbon, 37 in East Liverpool. Temperatures will be holding steady in the 30s throughout the day. Upper 30s later this afternoon. Roads are wet out there. We've had some rain showers mixing with some snow at times. That chance for showers will continue not only through this morning but into the afternoon. As we take a look ahead, we'll start to see those skies clearing out tonight. We've got some sunshine on the way into the day on Saturday. Skies will be mostly to partly sunny. Temperatures will be in the low 50s into the afternoon.
That does it for First News this morning.
But flip now to Fox Youngstown, and we have 2 more hours of live local news and weather coverage coming your way. We'll keep getting you ready for the weekend.
It's a much colder day with snow chances. I'll show you a check of radar for your morning commute straight ahead.
From overnight, 2 people shot on Youngstown's south side. First News is live at the police station with the victim's conditions.
Also new, a house breaks out in flames on Youngstown's south side. The status of the people who were inside.
And after 5 years, a Valley staple is reopening its doors in a matter of hours. First News will get you ready.
Investigative, in-depth local coverage starts now. This is WKBN 27 First News on Fox Youngstown Morning Edition.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. on this Friday, April 1st. I'm Samantha Bender in for Brandon.
And I'm Chelsea Spears. It is April Fool's Day, so you might see plenty of jokes and pranks, but it's not the weather. Meteorologist Alex George showing us what you can actually expect.
And for many of you, if you take a look out the window, you're going to see some snow showers out there this morning. We've had some rain and snow around at times, and that's going to continue throughout the day. Temperatures will be well below our average for the start of the month of April. Let's start with our snow chances. Here's what we're seeing with our Salem weather camera. If you look closely, you'll see a few snow showers flying there. Roads are wet. We've had some rain mixing with the snow overnight. Here's a look at Storm Team 27 Viper radar. Some widespread snow showers right now across portions of Mercer County from Greenville down into Sharon. Still seeing some rain into Columbiana County. East Liverpool seeing some rain showers at this point. As we take a look hour by hour, as we continue through late morning, I'm expecting a little bit of a break from the showers, and then another uptick as we head toward midday and into the afternoon. So just kind of showery weather on and off today. Temperature wise, we've been in the low to mid 30s throughout the morning. 34 in Canfield, 37 in East Liverpool, 35 in Newcastle. Most spots will be hovering in the mid to upper 30s, not only this morning, but into the afternoon as well. And we've got some wind chills to talk about. And it's a little blustery out there. Winds sustained at about 10 miles per hour, putting wind chills in the mid to upper 20s. So here's a look ahead at your Friday forecast. A chance for snow showers mixing with rain. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 30s throughout the day. We are trending warmer into the start of the weekend. We'll take a look ahead coming up in the next 10 minutes.
New from overnight, Youngstown police are investigating a shooting on the city's south side.
2 people were hurt in this. First News reporter Hannah Erdman is live outside the police department with what we know right now. Hannah.
Good morning. Right now, we are just trying to find more information on what led to the incident on the 300 block of Braden Street over on Youngstown's south side. Youngstown police were called to the scene around 1 a.m. this morning, where they found 2 men with gunshot wounds. Both men were hospitalized. One was sent to St. E's in Youngstown. The other one was sent to the Boardman location. Both are reportedly in stable condition this morning. Our First News crews were arriving to the scene as police were wrapping up. We got to speak with Captain Jason Simon, who said the shooting happened inside the home on Braden Street. As of right now, Chelsea, Samantha, we have not been able to get any IDs on the victims, but we're hoping to find that out later on today.
So what about the suspects, Hannah? Any updates on that?
No updates as of right now, and Youngstown police have yet to actually find a suspect in this shooting. But they are hoping that someone could maybe come forward with any information. So if you have anything that you would be able to let police know about, you're asked to contact the police department. You are able to do so anonymously. You can call through the Crime Stoppers tip line. Live in Youngstown, Hannah Erdman, First News on Fox.
Thanks, Hannah. You can find the number for Crime Stoppers on WKBN.com. Meantime, First News investigated. We found out YPD is responding a lot to one gas station. It's the Shell on Market Street. Officers went here more than 300 times last year. Most were for problems with teens, loud music, or suspicious vehicles. A few dozen were for fights and some for gunfire. The gas station does have cameras, but Councilwoman Anita Davis said it should have license plate readers as well. YPD realized it was a problem because of our First News report.
We knew that we responded there a lot, but it was an eye-opener for us as well.
YPD is going to have a discussion with its commanders to come up with a plan. One of their ideas is to talk to the business owner. New this morning, a home on Youngstown's south side is not livable after an early morning fire. It happened around 4:30 on East Boston Avenue. Fire officials on scene tell us the woman who lives there was home at the time, but got out safely. Most of the damage was done to the front of the home. An investigator has been called in to look into the cause.
Also new, Ohio State head coach Ryan Day is helping break the stigma around mental health. Last night he spoke on campus about this. Recently, former player Harry Miller retired from the game after having suicidal thoughts. Miller credits Day with connecting him with the doctors and support he needed. Day also talked about the struggles of living with social media.
You would go to high school, you'd go to college, and there'd be issues. Okay, and you'd have that issue with somebody or something would go on, and then you'd go back home or you'd go back to your apartment or whatever, and you wouldn't have to deal with it. You guys, you have to deal with it 24/7. It never leaves because that phone's in your pocket, and you never can catch your breath, and that's not fair.
At last night's event, resources were also available to students looking for help.
A major development project is coming to Lawrence County. Bunting Incorporated is based out of Pittsburgh. It bought this big building in Shenango Township. The plan is to turn it into an aluminum extrusion mill. Bunting will invest $17 million to make upgrades and buy equipment. The project will add 75 jobs. An effort is underway to get the Youngstown-Warren Regional Airport designated as a primary airport. Congressman Bill Johnson and Tim Ryan added an amendment to the annual FAA reauthorization bill. They want to call any airport being used by an air reserve station a primary airport. That would help with maintenance challenges. Youngstown is the only commercial airport in the U.S. with an air reserve station that doesn't have commercial air service.
Pennsylvania's primary is coming up on May 17th. Right now, 48% of likely Republicans still don't know who they're voting for. That is the big takeaway from a brand new poll on the crowded field of GOP candidates looking to replace Governor Wolf. As Dennis Owens reports, there are other surprises in the numbers as well.
Senator Doug Mastriano is ignoring mainstream media and skipping most forums, but Republican voters have certainly found the Trump-loving candidate. Mastriano leads the 9-person field in a new Emerson College poll of likely GOP voters with just over 16%, followed by Lou Barletta, Bill McSwain, and Dave White. But the runaway winner in this poll less than 2 months before the primary is undecided at nearly 49%.
Tells me that the voters haven't really tuned into the race, or if they've tuned in, they really haven't been attracted by any of the candidates.
Spencer Kimball is the polling director at Emerson. He calls the race wide open. Everybody's got a shot.
Certainly, if you're at 2, 3, 5%, you could say, well, we still have a shot at this race if we can get out there and tell voters why they should vote for us, considering half of them are undecided.
A big surprise, though, in this poll, Jake Corman, Senate President pro tem and longtime PA politician, got just 2.3%.
He should have strong name recognition, and that if he was going to capture the imagination of the electorate, he probably would have done so by now.
In our poll, he's a bit higher.
Former Trump advisor Kellyanne Conway is now polling for and advising the Corman campaign. She concedes her guy is trailing, but says the undecideds give her hope. So does Donald Trump. She's trying to convince the former president to endorse Corman and shared photos of the two playing golf. That could make a difference. The poll shows 61% of likely voters say a Trump endorsement would matter. Will he get that endorsement?
That's up to President Trump. You know, President Trump loves the element of surprise, and there's no one who's mastered it quite like him. And President Trump also knows that his endorsement is a valuable piece of political currency, the most valuable.
There are 9 horses on the track, nearly all of them still in the race. And the stretch run is here.
There's going to be forums and debates and advertising that's going to try to impact people's opinions, and that should move those numbers.
That was Dennis Owens reporting. First News is your local election headquarters. Our Pennsylvania coverage continues in the next half hour. Dennis will be back highlighting new polling races for the U.S. Senate race. In Ohio, the deadline to register to vote for the May 3rd primary is Monday. Despite unsettled political maps, early voting is set to begin Tuesday. That's for the U.S. Senate and U.S. House, governor, local offices, and some ballot questions. Now today, the U.S. House of Reps is set to pass a bill that would legalize marijuana nationwide. It's likely to pass along party lines. Proponents argue legalizing pot at the federal level will simply reflect most states' existing policies that allow it in some form. The bill still has some hurdles to pass in the Senate.
Also today, one of Youngstown's oldest bars and restaurants reopens. It's been a long time coming. The Golden Dawn's been closed for 5 years. Now, the man who bought it in 2019 plans to welcome back customers. You'll see a new sign outside the place on Logan Avenue. There's also a redone kitchen, bar, and bathrooms. A ribbon cutting is at 4 today. You'll then be able to go inside to eat and drink. Tonight, the Elm Road Triple Drive-In opens for the season. You can see a double feature Under the Stars in Warren. This is their 72nd year in operation. Gates open at 7 with the first movie starting at 8:15. The drive-in will be open tonight and tomorrow. You can find out what's playing on our website. April marks the beginning of Child Abuse Prevention Month. To recognize that, pinwheels are being put up across the valley, with each representing a report of child abuse or neglect in 2021. This is video of last year's display in Mahoning County. This year's pinwheels will be planted this afternoon in Boardman Park. In Lisbon, 519 pinwheels will be planted in the town square. And Monday, Trumbull County will plant more than 1,500 at the Kinsman House in Warren. The pinwheels will be on display all month long.
11 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Friday morning. What a gloomy morning we have. Mostly cloudy skies, some snow, some rain, and chilly temperatures as you're heading out the door. Most spots in the mid-30s at this point, 33 right now. Winds out of the west-northwest, 10 miles per hour. It's a little blustery out there this morning. As we take a look ahead, temperatures don't make it very mild today. We'll stay in the upper 30s this afternoon. That chance for snow with rain mixing in will continue. Tonight, clouds will be decreasing. Temperatures drop into the upper 20s, so a bit colder. But we've got some sunshine on the way to start the weekend. Skies will be mostly sunny. We'll end up in the low 50s throughout the afternoon. We've got more snow chances on the way this weekend. I'll show you the 7-day forecast with those details coming up in the next 10 minutes.
What if I told you you have a chance to be in a movie about LeBron James?
Oh, after the break, the people the casting agency is looking for and the way you can get involved.
And a rebirth of the Main Street Theater in Columbiana. We'll highlight what's happening later today.
Hi, Rob Fellman from Boardman Subaru, home of the safest, most award-winning vehicles on the road today. Subaru is rated #1 in quality, safety, and dependability, and a 4-time Kelley Blue Book Best Overall Brand. And during Subaru Loves the Earth Month, Boardman Subaru will donate $25 to plant a tree in Mill Creek Park for every vehicle purchased. Thanks again for your support from Boardman Subaru, just south of Route 224 on South Avenue.
Flynn's Tire has huge rebates, up to $200 on premium Goodyear tires when you purchase 4 and use a Goodyear credit card. This 60,000-mile premium Goodyear tire, Flynn's entire price only $99.99 after rebate. The all-new Goodyear Workhorse all-terrain tire, Flynn's entire price only $157.99 after rebate. So remember, when you need tires, just drive in. Flynn's will get you in today.
And tell them Finney sent you.
The Youngstown Foundation proudly invests in local nonprofit organizations. Since 1965, the Mahoning-Youngstown Community Action Partnership has worked to improve the quality of life of residents in Mahoning County. Their Emergency Diaper Bank program provides diapers and wipes to Mahoning County residents in need, including over 219,000 diapers and 173,000 baby wipes since 2019. To see a list of participating agencies in the Youngstown Foundation Support Fund, go to youngstownfoundation.org.
The auto show is finally here. And at Greenwood Chevrolet, our all-star team is locked in on going the extra mile for you. This auto show season, our team is making you the star of the show. Let us help you find the perfect vehicle that you love. Lock in your trade so that you're guaranteed to receive top dollar for your vehicle and offer you up to an additional $1,500 in Greenwood Auto Show bonus cash when you purchase, lease, or custom order your vehicle with us. Let us go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Imagine coming home after a long day to discover your furnace or air conditioner has gone kaput. Don't despair. Call Ainsley Heating and Cooling for true 24-hour service. Our expert technicians respond in hours, not days, to keep you comfortable. Better yet, we never charge extra for after-hour service. Nights, weekends, holidays, anytime. Reliable service from the best and brightest in the industry, always at a reasonable price. When the unexpected happens, there's one thing you can always count on. Ainsley Heating and Cooling, keeping homes comfortable since 1976.
Covering major local news from overnight. You're watching WK.